Welcome to paradise. Honolulu, Hawaii, the site of an annual tradition of bowl season, the Hawaii Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on a squad from the American, the Army Black Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Northwestern's offense will go on the attack first. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups. High-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor.
Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in, it's Carr. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Wildcats are on the move. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on your quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Leaves it with the back. Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Northwestern.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barmore. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cadets offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. On the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Black Knights will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're setting up the screen. A solid pickup there. Works into the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. The Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Yeah, and he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Rifles it down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Well, they get the 1st down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. So important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll try the run. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really good-looking run. And when you play Army, you know these guys offensively, they're always so dialed into their rushing attack. Everybody understands their assignment and responsibility. It doesn't matter if they're running the option. It doesn't matter if they're doing it out of the spread. They know who they need to block. And as a defense, you better limit your mental errors or you're going to have a hard time slowing this rushing attack down.
Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Carter. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll do it himself. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass and which matchup do they try to exploit? And they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got 4th down.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Black Knights are rolling down the field. Sends it back in motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush for me. It's just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Black Knights will send out the punt unit. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Motion from the wideout. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Klein. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up.
Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He'll ride his man on the option. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. The give to the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Guys, let's give a little context to where Army is. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
They'll run the option. He's not going to make and what a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll start this drive going to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. That's caught. It's Klein. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Makes the grab. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The Wildcat is headed quickly to the line. To the ground with the back. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking to the big tight end. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about drawing a plum assignment. A first half spent in paradise, and in many ways this Hawaii Bowl has lived up to expectations. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes... Pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get...
Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Black Knights decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
It's caught downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's the give off the left side. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the fly motion. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On the option. The pitch. Got room at the 35. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Motion from the back. They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Black Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. These corners going to give them some space. Here's the pressure. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Black Knights will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They've taken 3 haymakers right across the jaw, down 21-0. But, David, now the chance to answer.
Man, this defense has been suffocating. And this is so hard. When you don't have the answers early, man, and the defense hits you in the mouth, you got to find some plays quickly here to try to make this a football game.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of pride. They're not used to being in this position.
Wide open spaces. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. And the Black Knights have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out fast. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Now on 2nd and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go, creating a big loss.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Trying to pull his way in.
Yeah, it is 4th down. Obviously, I think this is go time. I mean, you're down by multiple possessions. You need a touchdown. This is a short yardage opportunity. You got to go get 6 on the board.
Give to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Army! And they'll try to tack on 2. There's nothing like seeing the hardest working guy on the offense get in for 6.
The big physical guy that blocks 99% of the time. You don't give him the ball very often. Reward the big fella for blocking his tail off. Gotta like that.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this... He's going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Northwestern will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, that middle linebacker just wanted it more, man. He came right up the middle. He was able to beat, cross the offensive lineman's face, and work his way to the QB.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pulls it in. It's Williams. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Black Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The play-action fake. Under fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give as they work on that clock. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll operate out of split backs. Making side adjustments here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to their running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Gotta love the way the defense is playing here on this drive. Down in the game in the 4th quarter. They're expecting run, and they're getting stops these last 2 snaps. If they can get a...
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Makes the grab. It's Carter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
And the Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Lost a throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. No huddle here for the offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Rides to back and leaves it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to throw, it's Clinton. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. A late touchdown. Probably window dressing, but still a sliver. Albeit very slight.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on